Steele Solutions is the leader in the design and manufacturing of highly complex work platform solutions and distribution facilities. Stairs provide safe and easy access to these structures. Dimensions of stairs may differ, and it is recommended to consult the plan drawing set and assembly instructions during the installation process. Before you begin, check packing list to confirm all materials and components listed on the assembly instructions were received. Next, attach the 1051 SCA stair connection angles to the top and bottom of the stairs. Top angles can be placed either inwards or outwards. Refer to the plan drawing set for connection bracket part number and orientation. Longer connection angle may be used if additional clearance is required. Before rail assembly begins, the railings must be cut to length. Dimensions for the handrails and guardrails can be found in the plan drawing set. Dimensions for the upper and lower ends of the railing can be found in the instructions. Cut rails to the dimensions specified. A total of 10 railing pieces will be cut to length. After cutting all rail pieces to length, attach rail extensions to top and bottom guardrails using internal splices. 4 self-drilling, self-threading screws are required to attach each rail extension. Do not attach rail extensions to middle handrails at this time. The next step is to attach the upright brackets. As the measurement will vary by stair type, refer to the installation instructions for the dimension and measure from the top of the upright. Install 1 cast rail attachment bracket to each upright using 3 self-drilling, self-threading screws. It is now time to begin assembly of the stringer. The stringer is recommended to be assembled on the ground on top of wood blocks. Begin by attaching the bottom tread using 3/8" bolts, flat washer, lock washer, and hex nut. Only hand-tightened bolts at this time. If space is constrained, the stringer and treads can be assembled while attached to the structure. Ensure the tread nosing is flush with the leading edge of the stringer channel. Treads are slotted to help accommodate. Attach 5 total treads in the manner shown for stability. It is not recommended to install more treads before lifting onto the platform. Next, install uprights to stringer by hand tightening 1/2" bolts with washers and hex nuts. Next, use a carpenter's square to ensure uprights are parallel to the stringer. Next, place the handrail on top of the cast rail attachment brackets. Ensure handrail is centered on top upright bracket. This is critical for proper alignment. Clamp handrail on middle and lower cast rail attachment brackets for stability. Insert internal splice halfway into handrail on upper cast rail attachment bracket. Ensure the rail continues to remain in the center of the bracket. Drill a 7/32" pilot hole into the railing with splice inserted. Thread a 1/4" by 1.5" flathead screw into the pilot hole. Place rail extension on the other end of the splice and ensure rail extension is parallel to the stringer. Drill another pilot hole into the rail extension with splice inserted. Then thread a 1/4" flathead screw into the pilot hole. Next, screw in the remaining handrail connections on the middle and lower brackets using 7/32" pilot holes and 1/4" flathead screws. Next, place the top and bottom guardrails onto the upright saddles. Slide rails so that all 3 rails are parallel to the stringer cut on the upper end. Next, assemble the upper end of the railing using the cut-to-length pipe, elbows, and rail elbow coupling. Wait to drill elbows and elbow coupling into place. If assembling square railing, the end piece shown here is assembled in the same manner as the round railing. Place the assembled upper end onto the railing. Complete the next 4 steps before drilling into place. First, square the upper end of the railing using a carpenter's square. Second, ensure that the 3 rail ends at the lower end of the stairs are in alignment. Third, level both ends of the railing. Lastly, screw in the top and bottom guardrails to the upright saddles using self-drilling, self-threading screws. If attaching square guardrails to uprights, use self-drilling, self-threading screws to attach railing to upright angle seat as shown. Once those steps are complete, it is now time to screw the elbows and coupling into place using the self-drilling, self-threading screws. Assemble lower end of the railing in the same manner as the upper railing end. Check for squareness and screw in using the self-drilling, self-threading screws. Once both ends of the railing are in place, use a carpenter square to ensure both ends of the railing are square. Now the upright bolts and tread bolts that were initially hand tightened can be fully tightened. Next, safely lift the stairs into position to be attached to the platform. Insert a 1/2 inch bolt through top connection angles and connecting structure. Secure bolts by using 1/2 inch washers and hex nuts. It is now time to attach the lower connection angles to the floor. If attaching to concrete, use a drill bit the same diameter as the concrete anchor provided, and drill holes in the concrete where the anchors will be placed. Place anchor through connection angles and into the holes drilled. Using a hammer, secure the anchors into the concrete and tighten with a socket. If anchors are being attached to resin deck, drill a 7/16 inch diameter hole through the angle bracket and resin deck roof deck. A 3/8 by 3.5 inch long bolt, washer, large flat washer, and hex nut are used to secure the connection angle to the resin deck. If anchors are being attached to bar grating, a 3/8 by 3.5 inch long bolt, washer, large flat washer, and hex nut are used to secure the connection angle to the bar grating. Once anchors are secure, attach the remaining treads to stairs, fully tightening all bolts throughout the process. Once all treads are in place, the top tread plate can now be installed. Using a 1/4 inch diameter bit, drill holes through the connecting surface using the holes on the tread plate. Insert 1/4 inch by 3 inch flathead machine screws into the holes. To tighten, have one person located above the platform using a screwdriver to prevent the bolts from turning. Have another person install the hex nuts, flat washers, and lock washers beneath the tread plate and tighten all bolts. Lastly, place black plastic caps in the holes located on both the top and bottom of each upright. Knockdown stair assembly is now complete. For more information, please contact Steele Solutions.